Hey guys, it's Brian with the Complete Combatant. We're out here on a beautiful September day. Humidity's a nice low 70% or so. Shelly and I are out of here working, doing some practice for our drills and stuff. And what I've been working on is what we call the transition drill. It's draw, hit one piece of steel, and then hit the other piece of steel. All right, we want to be pretty quick with this, but we need to be accurate. We're working on an MGM steel, which is the octagonal steel, so it cuts down about 15% of the total target area. And that way we have a little less to work with. So this is an accuracy first drill, but we're really pushing the edge of acceptable speed with accuracy right now. So we're in performance mode, seeing how quick we can be. One thing I notice is a lot of us have sub-second draws when we're standing still, but in competition oftentimes I see on the clock more like a 1-2 or a 1-3 under competition pressure. So that gives us some sort of idea that we're aiming a little bit more, and we take a little bit more time when we're under pressure. So what I'd like to see myself do this with is maybe a 1-2 or 1-3 on the draw, and then a transition of maybe a 0.3 or 0.4 somewhere in that area to the next target with 2 good hits. So I'm going to work through the steel a little bit so you guys can see. It's an easy enough drill. We're at 7 yards, which is a minimum requirement for the steel. All right, they're spaced about 5 feet apart, maybe 10 feet apart, something like that. Just enough to get a good transition. I'm gonna line up my feet with each target, and I'm gonna let my body turret from each position to the other, so I get a real feel for the movement. All right, hang with me. All right, going hot. Okay, so that's a 1.87, 1.3 on the first shot, and a 0.5 on the transition. So I can probably go a little bit faster than that. So we're going to try to pick it up just a little bit. Okay, a little faster draw, a 1.18 this time, and a 0.5 transition. So we're down to 1.69, which is a pretty good score on this. I'm going to pick it up a little bit more, see if I can get a little extra out of this. And as we start to push for speed, we see a miss. So it's a 1-1 on the first shot, but it was a miss. And then I had to go back to the other target to make up the shot. So I had a 0.4 transition and then a 0.85 to come back and make it up. That's why it's important not to miss. If you miss, it costs me almost a full second to go back and make it up afterwards. So it's important to see your sight on the target as you draw and get a good hit. I'm going to do one more round of this and see if we can make a good one. All right, so it's a 1-1-2 draw, a 0.47 on the transition, and then a good makeup. We had a 0.4 makeup, so that means that I saw the sight not on the target, and I went ahead and did a makeup shot at that point. If it's longer than that, usually you're finding, 0.7 to 1 second, you're seeing something happen instead of watching a target. This was an excellent drill that was introduced to me by Steve Anderson, PSA Grandmaster, and learned a lot from this drill. And I think tactical shooters, self-protectors, people in the personal protection field would really benefit from this, because being able to draw and hit 2 targets quickly and accurately would be a great way for us all to improve our skill. And it's a lot of fun at the same time. So I hope you guys enjoyed your range date with us. We're going to go get in the AC somewhere and stop sweating. Thanks for tuning in.